Many people are leaving planet Earth right now, and today you might feel a strong sense of belonging. Loyalty and friendship move into the foreground, especially with a person or a group that vibrates on the same wavelength as you. What this means energetically, we will get to that in a moment. The moon is currently in the lunar mansion Anuradha, a Saturn-ruled lunar mansion in the sign of Scorpio. This is a place of deep connection, of real loyalty, but also of separation, where thus something is only being held onto out of habit. Anuradha is ruled by Mitra, the divine friend, who seeks real closeness, but only when it comes from the heart. In Scorpio, this energy becomes very palpable today. You may notice more clearly where you truly resonate and where you no longer do. You may notice where you start to pull back emotionally, even if your mind still says yes. Or you may suddenly feel deeply connected to someone you previously only knew on the surface. Insights can come quickly today in the form of flashes or sudden inner knowing, with Uranus and planet Jupiter opposite of the moon in the sign of Taurus. The theme of security and whether you can rely on somebody or things as they are might be shaken today. And we will look to this deeper in a moment. Because Saturn, the ruler of Anuradha, is in the sign of Pisces, positioned in the 5th house from the moon. This is the area of your soul connection, your inner creativity, your heart-based expression. Right now, Saturn and Rahu are there exactly at 2 degrees, together with Upaketu, a subtle shadow point that brings even more weight to this energy. I have mentioned in previous videos that as long as Saturn and also Neptune is in the sign of Pisces, we will see more people leaving planet Earth. Not because some tragic event pulls them out of life, but because many souls are returning in order to decide how their infinite journey will continue. No soul leaves planet Earth before it is time. It is always the soul itself that decides when the right moment has come. This energy that more souls are leaving is not only a theme for today, but one that will stay with us over the coming weeks and even months. In truth, it will shape the next 2.5 years in a significant way. But with the current Saturn-Rahu conjunction, we are now entering an early peak of this frequency. This morning I received an email from someone in my spiritual healer training. He told me that 3 people from his close circle passed away, and he received all 3 messages on the same day. As he wrote himself, that is a lot to take in. We are going through a deep collective initiation, a test of how ready we are to let go and still remain connected through love. Not to fall into frustration or into grief that consumes us. Although grief is natural and is allowed, but when we get lost in it completely and can't find our way back into our power, that is when we have given up on ourselves. And this is part of the message too. There are people now who are giving up on themselves. That is why it is so important to remember there is no reason to give up. Don't let negative thoughts or beliefs take away your power, because no one can take your power from you. Only you yourself can give it away. And what does power mean in this context? It is not control, but the knowing that you are not helpless, that you are not a victim of circumstances. That is what power truly means. We are never powerless, not ever, and help is always there. And I showed the person who wrote to me how to work with the healing angel in this kind of situation. Grief is okay, and we should never close our heart. We don't need to close it. We often think that closing the heart is a kind of protection, but it isn't. Closing your heart makes you weak, it makes you unstable, and that doesn't help anyone, not even the one you are grieving for. So, yes, this is a deep topic, and maybe I will make a full video about this soon. But today it is especially present. Allow yourself to feel. No emotion is wrong, only our interpretation of it. Physically, you might also feel today better than the past few days. But be mindful of your limits. With energies this strong we experience at this time, it is easy to get overwhelmed and lose your center. Avoid arguments, because with the current energy that could end badly. And conflict never brings resolution. It never moves you forward. But stand up for yourself, and when that happens, there's nothing left to discuss. That's your right. Many things are now trying to rearrange themselves. Let it happen. It's okay. And every soul leaves exactly when the time is right for them. Release them in love and see how they find their freedom. And we are all free. Always. Remember. So thank you so much for listening. Share this video. It is really, really important right now. And do not forget, I will love you forever, ever, ever. Thank you so much.